Happy Sunday. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Altagracia. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. In a previous video, I showed you guys I will do a day in my life as my company's employee, and here we are. We are headed to work. I just left my son's game. He did amazing, proud mama. I am headed to my office to pick up my equipment. I work for Amazon. I am an Amazon delivery driver. I absolutely love it because it gives me work to life balance. Amazon does it, well, my specific team, we work 10-hour days. Now, I typically don't work 10-hour days. I'm usually done with my route by like 6:30, 7 o'clock. It depends on the package count for the day. So let's say I get a package count of 146 stops. I am guaranteed to finish by 6:30. 6 o'clock the latest, just because I'm super fast. I run my route super fast, yet I'm careful. I follow all the rules, all of that good stuff. If I get a package count between like 186-ish, they usually send me a rescue. It depends how many packages I have. So if I get 186 stops, I'm guaranteed like almost over 250 packages. But if I get a route, which I get the same route all the time, if I get my route with 146 stops, guaranteed like maybe 220, around there somewhere. Just depends on the stops per day, and it also depends on your route. I know my route because they give me the same route all the time. They love me in the same route. I love it. I personally do love it because there's no one breathing down your throat. You are alone the whole entire day. I put on my headphones in case I get phone calls and things like that. I listen to podcasts. For me, like I said, it is a good work to life balance just because we are 4 days on, 3 days off. Say your schedule for the week is 40 hours. You're usually 4 days on, 3 days off, just because we are scheduled for 10 hours a day. What I usually do is that I work Sunday through Wednesday, and right there I have completed my week. Now we're headed to my office. I have to pick up my equipment. I have equipment every day that I have to bring on board with me on my van. Right now, that's what I'm doing, picking up my equipment. When I get to my van, I will show you guys that. My van already, and this is the bag that they give us every day. I have my equipment in here. So I have my phone. That's how I scanned my packages. That's how I pretty much know my whole itinerary for the day is with this phone. I have to sign in every single day into my account. You have a personal account that you sign into every single day, and that's how you know all of your itinerary for the day. I am signing in currently, and here we have our wonderful tablet. Tablet pretty much has our FICO score. So this is how we get monitored for speeding, for seat belts. You have to keep your seatbelt on at all times. Get monitored for cornering. The only thing we don't get monitored for is backing up and things like that. I currently have a FICO score of 850. Such a good driver. What we do is that we begin our route for the day every single day. We scan our door. Usually our codes for the vans are by our doors. We have codes that we have to scan for our vans every single day. I'm gonna have to go out and scan it. Then go ahead and hang my bag from my seat right here. We usually have a charger pack and charger because our phones die throughout the day. here are my stops for the day. I have 152 stops. I'm literally in the same route that I'm at every single day. This should be easy because I only have 152 stops today and 227 packages. Also, I'll have our little friend here, Nitrine, which pretty much watches us all day. It makes sure that we're not speeding, that we're not running over our stops, that we're not doing anything that we're not supposed to be doing. I have arrived to our station. Usually when we arrive to the station, we have to put our hazard lights on. We have to have the windows down. We also have to wear a mask. There is a mask required inside the station. You don't have to wear it when you're out and about, but it is required at the station. I'm gonna go ahead and put my mask on and move into the station. When we arrive here, there is another team in front of us. There's multiple teams, so this is not the only team. So there is multiple teams. There's usually one in front of us. Once that team is done, all set, packed, and ready to go, then we can go ahead and head in. You can click I have arrived now on my phone, and my phone will tell me the station where my packages are located. I clicked I've parked, scanned 227 packages. We usually get totes and bulks. So the bulks are the big boxes that don't fit in totes. In the totes, we usually have our smaller packages and smaller boxes. I am at station B40. So I look for that station on the floor. I go ahead and grab my totes and I start scanning them as I go. Also have to beep when we're driving into the station. That alerts anyone that's trying to cross, or the management here, the on-road management, that we are coming and not to get in the way of us. We turn off our vans when we get here. We keep the hazard lights on. We open the doors in order to put our packages in. I usually have to be on the run, grab my phone because we only have 15 minutes. I am all loaded and ready to go. This is how my van looks after I have loaded it. These are my totes. I'm working out of this tote first. This is how our station looks. Really briefly, that's where we get our totes. That's where our totes are usually at. We grab them out of there. We are getting ready to go. I'm headed to my first stop. At my first stop, I usually click I have arrived. I grab my phone and I go scan my packages. Obviously, I'm not going to show you guys personal information like people's name, addresses, all of that stuff, but I'm going to show you guys the house I'm delivering to. Like to do is when I get to my first stop, I'll stack the packages, stack the big boxes here, and I'll usually have my envelopes here, and they are organized by like street, so that helps me go faster. I have the first 2 packages in my hands that I will be delivering to this house, so let's go. I have arrived. I hit front door from porch. That's where they want their package at. The picture. Choose the photo. And swipe to finish. Before I pull out, I have to make sure that there's no cars coming. I also have a camera up ahead of me so that I can see the incoming traffic behind me. There's no cars coming. I go ahead, take off my hazard lights, and I move on to my next stop.
Arrive at the destination and your left.
Also like to beep sometimes when I'm backing up, just so that people know I am coming and I don't ram into them. Sometimes I have to park in the street because this one has a narrow driveway, so we have a step in the back of the van, and usually if we park at narrow driveways, when we are pulling back down, that step hits the driveway every time because of how narrow it is. I'm gonna run this one into the house, and then I'm just gonna keep running my route. It's pretty much repetitive, it's pretty much the same thing. I'm gonna keep running my route, and then I'll come back in a little bit. Grab a snack because I am starving. I only had coffee this morning. Taking a water break, you have to drink a lot of water so you won't be dehydrated, especially me because I had coffee this morning, and you guys know coffee dehydrates you. I love driving around this area because it has beautiful houses. I am a visual manifester. I am manifesting my dream future home and what I want it to look like. So every time I'm around this area, I just look at the houses. I look at myself coming out of the house. I look at myself pulling into the driveway. I look at myself having barbecues in the summertime, watching my children play in the backyard, all of that, so that I can manifest my future house. Lips are so chapped. That's another thing, especially right now since it's getting a little chilly out. I have to carry Carmex with me because my lips get really chapped. I'm down to 137 stops. I started with 151. Granted, I have been recording. That has been taking a little time too from me running my stops, but let's move on to our next stop and I'll be back in a little while. Actually parked at my next stop, but I wanted to have a real life talk with you guys really quickly because this was something that popped in my head. Do not be ashamed of what you do for work or for a living. Do not be ashamed. Whether you're a housekeeper, a janitor, a nurse, a doctor, whatever you do for a living, do not be ashamed. Whether you work at McDonald's, whether you are a manager at a clothing store, whether you're a sales associate at a clothing store, do not be ashamed of what you do for a living because we need you. The world needs you. Whatever you do, you play a part in this world. As a janitor, as a fast food employee, because people love fast food, as a nurse, a doctor, whatever you do for a living, you play a part in this world. Granted, not everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. 54 stops to go with 83 packages. That is amazing. Like I said, 54 new stops. It is 6:12. I currently have 20 stops to go with 28 packages, so that it is not bad at all. I was projecting to finish by 6:30, but I think I'm gonna be done by like 6:45, 7 o'clock. Sun is going down. It is getting a little bit dark outside now, but we're gonna keep moving. I am done. I am completely done. Show you guys my totes and how I organize them. Now I have to go ahead and drive to station, drop off my totes, and gas up for the night so that the next person who uses the van has gas in their van. That's how I organize them. I basically put them in piles because once we get to the station, we have to put them in bins. It is a little bit later on and I am home from work. I am about to wind down and just watch some YouTube for the rest of the night. My kids aren't home yet. They're still at grandma's. They were there over the weekend, so they'll be home tonight. I'm gonna go ahead, shower, wind down. I hope you guys enjoyed a day in the life with me as an Amazon delivery driver. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and also leave me a comment down below and let me know what you do for work.